We're now heading up into the hills. I've turned off, and before anybody says you shouldn't be driving and using a GoPro, I should add I haven't seen another car for about 25 minutes, and that was a fish delivery van. So as in live fish, not your cod and chips. This is delivering salmon eggs or something similar. And I want to give you an idea what Harris is like when you start to head inland a bit. I decided to leave the hills and head for the possibly calmer coastline. It didn't quite work out that way, and the next few clips are just to show you what the Outer Hebrides will throw at you not long after having had brilliant sunshine. Recording the audio is pretty hopeless, and these clips don't even show the driving rain and the sleet when I simply huddle down on top of the cameras. You actually see, but it's actually going to be fairly careful, as you can see now. Having dried off and got back in the car, I decided it was time to head south, and going to head off to the dunes and the wonderful beaches of Seilebost, which is south of Tarbert and a little bit further south than Luscantire Beach. So just survived another squall. Now another huge beach on Harris. Again, locations I don't really know, so it's a little bit of hit and hope. And I'm going to walk down across this bay, and as you can see, the top of the cliff at that moment the mountains are in cloud, but I'm rather hoping we can get some see the snow on the top if that cloud clears slightly. And I'm going to try and find a nice reflective area around here that I can get a shot in. And the light's just amazing. It changes every 5 minutes. Exactly what people tell you about when they say come to Harris. But it's great. Try not to leave my footprints anywhere I might take a photograph. Easily done, although there are some on the beach anyway. But I'm going to head out onto the water. Hopefully there's no quicksand. If I'm not back in 3 months, you know where to come and find me. And try and find a location. So next time I will be behind the tripod looking at a location, hopefully. So we'll crack on with that. Right, I think I found a shot. You can see what we're doing here. We've got the patterns in the sand. I'm trying to use these patterns as a foreground to lead us into the cottage, and the cloud is actually, if you wait 5 minutes, the weather always changes. So you can see the snow on the top of the hills. I've got a gradient just closing in the sky a little bit, although it hardly needs it, so it's only like a 0.3 graduated filter, and 16 to 35 mm wide angle lens, and the light's just beautiful. You can see when it works beautifully, but you always feel you're slightly rushing slightly, but take your time. And this is looking quite good now, so we'll have to have a look and see, but you can see the sort of view that I'm trying to get. And that the light has just picked out that cottage, so I'm going to take one more picture, and hopefully, and then I'm going to move on. I moved to the top of the dunes as I really wanted to capture the essence of the location, but the wind was absolutely ferocious, making it difficult to even stand up at times. Audio was rubbish, the sand starting to get everywhere, there was rain on my lens, the GoPro battery was flagging, and in fact it shows why you never give up. I got one of my favourite images of the trip on top of the dunes here at Seilebost. I hope you like it. One last shot before the battery runs out my GoPro, but another shot here looking out to sea through these barrel grasses. Slow exposure, trying to get some lovely movement in the grass. It's going to be a bit tricky, very windy still, there's sand blasting everywhere, but give it a try, and I'll show you the result on the in a few seconds. To stop being battered by these westerly winds, I've decided to head to the southeast corner of the island. So I just come down here, this is Rodel Harbour, where the lovely old church is, which we'll go and see in a minute. I really do recommend, if you can get down to Rodel in the southeast corner, which is where I'm taking these photos. Used to be the capital of Harris and the main port. Now it's famous for St Clement's Church, beautiful old 15th century church built for the MacLeods, where a lot of them are buried. So some really interesting tombstones and carvings. And certainly if you have a day where the weather's just too bad, you're looking to tour around, definitely put Rodel on your agenda. The interior is very well maintained now by a trust, but for now let's get back to the infamous lobster pots. But you can see what I've got here, just fishing nets, a few creels, a few lobster pots, and I'm just doing a still life effectively, so it's fairly straightforward, 16 to 35mm lens, but again it's a lovely setting. The light's getting better, which is good to see. And this might not work, but it's like a fill-in shot. It's not really what I love doing, but it's nice on a trip to just get some different kinds of shots. So this looks quite nice actually, so we're going to see what this looks like. I've left Rodel and now heading off towards Leverburgh in the distance, and then on to Tarbert, and looking forward to my dinner at the hotel. The problem with Harris is around every corner there's another location, and I was going to see maybe I could fit in one more shot before dinner. Last location of the day, all a bit of a rush, mad, manic, etc. But amazing waves crashing into this inlet here. I'm going to try and do some long exposures and hopefully don't fall in. But waves have got much bigger during the day, up to 7, 8, 10 feet. So lovely way to finish the day. Going to rush back in 2 minutes, trying to get a couple of images, rush back for dinner, and hope you've enjoyed the details of the pictures from today. After an eventful day, it was time to head back to the Harris Hotel in Tarbert for some of the local delicacies. But having seen the menu, I thought this evening I might try some of the local fast food.
Took me hours actually to make that, but isn't that beautiful? And it's going straight towards it. There you go. Unfortunately though, it is now gone.
I thought I'd do a little very brief review of what I think about Harris.
Hope you can get this most beautiful sunset on Talisker Beach.